do nothing with them whatsoever. We will turn up, we will get our tents, we will camp out here, right, and they can't do nothing about it. She has got to be freed. You cannot go with these people here. These security, they've lied. RAMPTON have lied. We've said, can you hear us? We want to be about 60, 70 yards away. A bloke called Tim, who's a liar from RAMPTON. I hope he sees this. He turned around and said yes. So all they want to do to us and all the people is shut us up. Are we going to be sharp?
No!
Right. As you all know, it's not a Tommy Robinson demonstration today, so we have no Tommy songs. Even though I love him, I support him, all right, and everyone else does. But he has give us something for me to read from him. He would love to have been here today, but you know he's on a 12-week licence. And he's not allowed to come on any demonstrations and stuff like that. Right, but this is what he says. It's so important we continue the fight for all those who don't have a voice for Melanie. Sure, it's not exception. It's only right we support her and her story. It's only right we hold the people who have done this to accountable for what they have done. I'm so happy to hear so many of you have been spreading the stories of Melanie Shaw.
Do you want me to hold the mic?
Jimmy the Hat. He said about Jimmy the Hat. Jimmy the Hat's been doing it for 2.5 years and he ain't stopping, and that's come from Tommy. So I'd like to give Jimmy the Hat a round of applause, please. There's only one Jimmy. Yeah, so personally, Tommy's going to meet Jimmy personally, and that's going to make Jimmy's day.
And he's mentioned Glenn here as well.
I won't mention my name. Those of today have made this possible to show the world she is not alone. We stand with you, Melanie. I hope this will bring much needed attention to her story. Well done to that who come along today. Let's get as many people as possibly talking about Melanie. Free Melanie Shaw. She doesn't deserve any of this. I hope this all can come to an end for her soon as possible. So many of you have travelled here today to support Melanie and someone you have never met. So that means he's saying you've never met Melanie, but you know who you're supporting her. And when she gets free, she's got friends. She's got friends. All one, that's right, we're all one family for Melanie. Talk about someone you have never spoken to yourselves. That alone shows how powerful the voice of the public can to be helped someone that has no voice. I support Melanie Shaw wholeheartedly and respect every one of you for being here today. I hope you all have a great day in bringing the truth to the streets for Melanie. I'd like to say this to Melanie. We are here for you. That won't change. You have so many that support you and will do what they can to help get you home where you belong again. Well done to all. For all of you that have come along today, you should be so proud of yourself. Free Melanie Shaw from Tommy Robinson. Tommy also said, this is true what he says, he's been in jail for 10 weeks. He said 10 weeks I can do that standing on my head. Poor Melanie said 2.5 years. He said it's nothing compared. Nothing compared. He couldn't do what she's doing. So think what he's done. He's done a measly 10 weeks, and that's all he keeps saying. This woman needs help. And it ain't going to stop for 2.5 years. As you know, under Section 51, a Section 41, a Section 37, she could be in here for another 5 years. So, the only way we can stop this, we have got to go to the establishment. We have got to write to the government. We have got to go and talk to Patel. Because you know what? Savage Javid put her here. Theresa May put her here. She's the one who put her on the sections. She put her here. Savage Javid has got to go.
Yes!
Completely gone.
Gone!
And I've got someone who's going to talk at the end who is going to personally go down to London and speak to Patel. She is the only woman to get Melanie out of this shithole. Where she should not be. All I like to say, right, really, at the end of the day, great response. What a response, honestly. Lovely people, and I know you're all patriots. But let's not forget Carol Woods as well. Yes. Right? Because we're talking about Melanie. And I want to know all you people here today, there's someone in your family or your life who's been through what Melanie's gone through. If Melanie Shaw shut her mouth up, would she be in here today? No. Right. She's opened a whistleblower, and the government are frightened. Exactly the same. You could go through 25 people's names. Sorry? That's right, my darling. Well said. Well said. This is coming down from the government, who are dirty nonsense. It comes from the judges. Dirty nonsense. It comes from the royalty. Dirty nonsense. And this is what we are all going to be talking about. So I would like to see people who have got some problems, please come forward. Please whistle blow. Please.
Bottom on the page.
Because the more you hide back, the more you sit there, the government are going to beat us. And we want more people to come out exactly the same. I don't know what it's like. I've never been through that. I've never been through care homes. But there must be people in your family who's gone through tragically what Carol Woods has gone through. And also Melanie. But Carol Woods is what she's doing. She hasn't gone through nothing, but what Carol Woods has done, she knows a lot. And I'll tell you what, I want to see Melanie and Carol Woods together. Yeah! First one of all, I ain't got to do no more speaking, I don't know if he's here yet. Very Jimmy. Right, everyone knows the big man, the hat, Jimmy the Hat. Hello, Jimmy.
Go on, Jimmy.
First of all, I know I'm like the face of it, but there's people that have been doing Melanie Shaw a lot longer even than me. Like Anne Arringham has forgot more about Melanie Shaw than I know. There's lots of people behind the scenes that have worked so hard for Melanie Shaw. They need all the credit, and if they ever want me to cut the names out, I will do. Honestly, they worked even harder than me. So credit to all them as well. Also, I'd just like to say, on my way here, I got a phone call. I'd received another letter from Melanie Shaw this morning, so I asked him to read it out to me. Now, Melanie Shaw has said, do whatever it takes to get the truth out there. Melanie Shaw's words, not Trinity acts. Melanie Shaw has also told me, until I walk out them gates in the flesh, keep the campaign going. And that's what we've done, because she deserves it. She's lost everything. She's absolutely destroyed the woman. Anyway, it's fantastic. A great turnout considering how far we've all travelled and how out the way this place is. But Melanie Shaw also, now with Tommy Robinson and Glenn Sefer and all his team, have done fantastic to get the name of Melanie Shaw out there. It's fantastic. So she's not forgot. She's got thousands of supporters out there. They just either couldn't afford to get here or just couldn't get here for whatever reason. Thank you to them. Just keep sharing the name of Melanie Shaw. I'm now going to tell you a little bit about, it's not everything, it's just a quick way to go through it. Anyway, Melanie Shaw has suffered abuse since the age of 3 years of age. That's how young she was. First from family, then in foster care, and then at Beechwood Children's Home in Nottingham. Now Beechwood Children's Home had 3 units. The names of them units, Redcott, Endley and Lindens. Melanie Shaw was mostly in Lindens. That's still standing today. In fact, in December 2013, Lindens was sold to a private couple for £550,000. How anybody could live in the house knowing what's happened in every single room, the abuse them poor children took in there. They may be grown up now, but they were little boys and little girls when it happened to them. Melanie Shaw has 2 sons. I can tell you the names now because they're both over 16. We've got an eldest son, Marcus. His wife's called Susanna. I know they have at least 2 daughters. And then there's young Damien.
Go on, Jimmy.
Go on, Jimmy.
Take your time, Jimmy. God bless you, Jimmy. You're doing great. We love you, Jimmy. Thank you.
I'm not saying the names out. They're both over 16. And anyone can find their names on the internet. Anyway, Melanie got the confidence at around 2011 and took the brave step to become public as a whistleblower on her experiences and knowledge of the abuse that was happening at Beechwood Children's Home, plus all the other children's homes in Nottingham. Melanie also claims that young boys were put on a bus at weekends and taken to London for the elite. It's a fact, it's the truth. Melanie Shaw says this, not me, that there was a fella who actually worked in Beechwood and he put on a Freddy Krueger's mask and he'd take the boys down into the cellar and rape them. Melanie Shaw also admits that this fella who used to wear a Freddy Krueger mask took her down into the cellar and raped her. Now the good news is that dirty pedo's dead. This world doesn't need him. Melanie Shaw's allegations eventually resulted in the Operation Daybreak being set up. They've now changed that name. It's now called Operation Equinox. I contacted Melanie Shaw's MP, Chris Leslie MP, on numerous occasions, and so has hundreds of Melanie Shaw supporters. Melanie Shaw actually knows him personally. She was even his research secretary. I've never heard nothing from him whatsoever, and as far as I know, no one else has. Speaking out has cost Melanie Shaw a lot. In 2014, they took a young son, Damien, into care. She's lost her freedom. She's had her doors kicked in. She's been hounded. She's even lost her home, all because she was a whistleblower. What Melanie Shaw has been saying has now been proved. As you all know, they've admitted that this abuse in Nottingham has been going on for over 50 years. It's been on the national television. It's been on the national newspapers. But they forgot to mention one name. And that brave name is Melanie Shaw. Melanie Shaw said MPs were involved. I'm going to name one. Sir Cyril Smith MP, deceased. Now he was now to do in Nottingham, as far as I know. That dirty rat was from Rochdale, Millview. That's just one of the homes he used to go in.
Scum! 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 Scum!
I'm going to tell you something about Sir Cyril Smith MP, deceased, that not many people know because they don't advertise it. Sir Cyril Smith a few months ago was officially stripped of the freedom of his own city, Rochdale. That's how bad this man was. He was never charged because he was covered up by other people. But that man has now been officially stripped of the freedom of Rochdale. People used to think I was a nutter when I was calling Sir Cyril Smith MP. Only a few months, Lord David Steele, admitted that he'd known for over 40 years what Sir Cyril Smith was up to. He should have his lordship stripped from him and he should be arrested 100%.
Truth's going to come out.
A few things Melanie Shaw has said in her letters. She said that she's spent long periods in solitary confinement. We know that's a fact. She's told us that they've even held back her underwear. That's to humiliate the poor lady. Actually, you're right, it is disgusting. She'd go to the toilet, this is Melanie Shaw's words by the way, in letters that I've seen, and she'd say up to 3 officers would open the door while she's on the toilet and watch her, and the odds are they were saying things, because it's to humiliate her, to break her down. That was in the prisons. She also said when she was getting showers, don't think she'd be naked taking a shower, up to 3 officers who'd be watching her clean herself, including male officers. That male officer should be arrested for an order like that, and whoever gave it. To have a male officer watching a lady clean herself, whether she's in prison or not, is an absolute disgrace. Anyway, on Wednesday, the 11th of January 2016, Melanie Shaw was given a 2-year prison sentence in the secret court by Theresa May, who put her there. That's a kangaroo court. Melanie Shaw served the full 2 years. Why? Let me tell you something about a women's group that we found. This women's group was supposed to help women stay out of prison. Now they came to court and they listened and they were shocked. In fact, one of the ladies was a practicing Christian like myself. I talked to her. She said, it's absolutely disgusting what I've heard. I said, will you come back please? She needs your help. You're supposed to help women stay out of prison. She said she would. The next month, they did not turn up. Now me and Yovan here, the ladies here who I went with, we said, so we go and try and find them. We didn't have a clue where it was. So we decided to go and find this women's group that helped women try and stay out of prison. We found it unbelievably. We went in. Now they threw me out. I can understand it. It's a woman to help women, and they put me out. So Joanna, and she stood here, if you don't believe me, went in, stayed herself and listened to her. She came out and I said to her, what are they going to do for Melanie Shaw? This women's group, who was supposed to help women stay out of prison, told her, we want nothing to do with Melanie Shaw. Absolute disgrace. The lady who I went with is here. Don't just take my word, Joanne's here. There she is. She's here. They wanted nothing to do with her. So that's the pressure from somewhere on a women's group that stopped women going to prison. She was only on remand at the time, and they wouldn't help her. They wanted nothing to do with her. Nothing. Melanie Shaw is currently locked up here. RAMPTON, high security, so-called hospital. She's held on sections 37 and section 41. And at section 41, no doctor who was paid off to make sure she got put in there could change their mind and release Melanie Shaw. It has to be an high government minister. That makes Melanie Shaw a political prisoner. When the government are the only people that can release her, she is 100% a political prisoner. I'll tell you something else. Melanie Shaw, on the 2nd of August, was passed fit by Professor Jennifer Shaw to stand trial. 8 years training to become a professor. She looks at Melanie Shaw and says that woman can stand trial. On the 7th of August 2018, just 5 days later, we went to court for Melanie Shaw. We brought her in hours late. They brought her into court. She was off her head. Gone. I don't know what the hell they'd done to her in 5 years. In 5 days, sorry. But they'd gone from where a professor passed her fit to stand trial to actually being off her head. And I'll tell you some of the things she said. I was crying in 60 seconds in that court. And I just thought, mission complete, let her go. She said things like, she said to the judge, I'll marry you, judge, but I won't have sex with you. I'm the leader of the Conservative Party. I'm the deputy leader of the Labour Party. As you can see, I'm a prison officer with my uniform on. What the hell did they do to Melanie Shaw in 5 days? Where Professor passed her fit for trial. They let her go on for 10 minutes. Let us see what we could see, and then they gripped her and just dragged her straight out the back door. Took her away. That's the last we've seen of her. I'm going to read something now. It's a post that Melanie Shaw made. I've had this about 18 months. This is Melanie Shaw talking. I actually believe it wasn't long after she put this out that her troubles really started. The police in Nottinghamshire ignored reports constantly for over 50 years about all the Beechwood and the other Nottingham children's homes. As we all ran away and reported it to them, and all the others, they facilitated and covered it up, including, listen to these who covered it up, Melanie Shaw saying it, field and residential social workers, you tramps, child, mental health specialists,
Bastards.
maggots, GPs knew,
Bastards!
and even school teachers. Melanie Shaw's words, I swear to God.
Terrible.
Not one department did anything to protect our country's children in care. They just coveted for and protected them dirty paedophiles, who also pumped us into the child sex trade. The dirty rats put them in the child sex trade and gave us drugs and made us addicts. The buggers in the guns, the people who are supposed to protect these children, turned them into prostitutes, used their bodies and turned them into drug addicts.
Go! Go!
And then she says, and held bogus inquiries. So we're meant to trust you to investigate yourselves, Chief Constable Chris Eyre. You will be held to account. You know I hold an ace card. You just don't know if I'm ever going to use it. You can't lie, as it will backfire on you. Because if you do, I'll play that card. It's an ace card. In fact, it's an ace of hearts. She's telling them she knows things. I believe just after this is when the problems really started. And if you remember, if you look on YouTube, you'll see Melanie Shaw say, I've lost everything. They took everything from me. They took me home. They took me boy Damien. Come and get me. Well, we all know what they did. They came and got her and bent the law. And there she lies today in RAMPTON, high security, so-called hospital. An absolute disgrace. While the people who were raping the children in the Nottingham's homes, some are dead, some have been imprisoned, but a lot of them are still walking free. It's an absolute disgrace. They need to be arrested. They should be on the Section 41s, not Melanie Shaw stuck in there. I've been past some here, there's out in the national papers. This is to prove it's in the national papers. It's the first time I've had to read it, so I might just mess it up a bit. Council's kid care scandal. This is in the national papers. Sexual abuse of children in council care went unchecked for 5 decades. A damning report concluded yesterday. The assaults were widespread in Nottinghamshire's residential and foster homes. It said, but councils failed to act, leaving vulnerable children open to reporting rapes, molestation, and I can't even say that other word. The independent inquiry into child sexual abuse reported staff at several homes were criticised, including Beechwood Community Home, where children were said to have been routinely sexually abused, just like Melanie Shaw said. The report said for more than 5 decades, over 50 years, the councils failed in their statutory duty to protect children in their care. That's what Melanie Shaw has been saying here, and I wrote it out here. Although 350 victims had come forward, the toll was probably far higher, fucking treble. It found Nottingham City and the county councils apologised and said steps had been taken to prevent abuse. Too late. You want to carry on because they're still walking around free, a lot of them. It's an absolute disgrace. Now Melanie Shaw, it's been proved what Melanie Shaw has been saying. She said in that tweet there, 50 years it's been going on. It's in the national paper. She's been telling the truth all the time. And yet the people who should be on Section 41s are in the nice homes where they earn nice money, selling the children, selling them drugs, and Melanie Shaw stuck in RAMPTON, high security, so-called hospital, on a Section 41 when it should be them. They should be letting Melanie Shaw free, and that's why we're all here today to help support Melanie Shaw. Just a little bit more. I've got a little bit of a lesson here, what Melanie Shaw wrote to me. Jimmy, I hope you're well. I just want to put things in a clear way for you. The campaign group is essential in putting pressure on people to do the right thing. She also says, I never was a danger to other people. False charges were made in court. Another thing she said, I want to reiterate, until I'm released in the flesh, I'm being held here and I'm very unhappy. Big thanks for fighting for me and spreading the word. Please don't quit. Melanie Shaw's asking us not to quit. She wants us to carry on. She'll take the consequences. She's never took any money. She's offered her money, but she's never took any. as I say, look up Mickey Summers on YouTube. Jodie Cameron Blair, who's a writer of books. Samantha Morton, who's a big film star. I'm not saying anything that she's not said. If you go on YouTube, Samantha Morton is on there. She admitted that she was abused in the Nottingham Homes. Now, I can't get in trouble for saying that because it's still on there. Just go onto YouTube. Samantha Morton wanted it out. She wanted people to know that she is a survivor from the Nottingham Homes. Everything, it just proves what these people are saying. Melanie Shaw said, but Melanie Shaw's locked up in there.
Shame on them! Shame!
Can I just tell you a special date coming up for Melanie Shaw before I finish? That's right. On the 7th of October 1970, Melanie Shaw was born, which means in 3 weeks' time, 7th of October, Melanie Shaw will be 49 years of age. Can we make this a special day for Melanie Shaw? And on the 5th and 6th of October, we all start sending birthday cards to Melanie Shaw in RAMPTON, high security, so-called hospital. To help this poor young lady. And help this lady just know that she has a lot of support out here. And her name is getting well known all over the country. Please keep supporting Melanie Shaw. Thank you, all men. Free Melanie Shaw!
Free Melanie Shaw! Free Melanie Shaw! Free Melanie Shaw! Free Melanie Shaw! Free Melanie Shaw! Free Melanie Shaw! Free Melanie Shaw! Free Melanie Shaw! Free Melanie Shaw! Free Melanie Shaw!
Wow.